Okay everyone, so this video is a tutorial on how to launch the OtoSuite vHIT software to run vHIT on your patients. And so on the main screen you'll see an icon right in the middle that says OtoSuite, and you'll double click that icon, which opens this page here. From this point, you're going to see the option to log in. The username is going to be admin, all lowercase, and password is password, all lowercase. And from here, you're just going to click log in, and it will launch the rest of the application here. It'll provide two options for you in this top left corner. You'll have the option to create a new patient or select an existing patient. And for the purposes of your lab, you're going to click new patient, and we'll add a new patient from this point. You'll see that there are fields here for last name, first name, gender, and birth date. These are all required fields, and you know that because of the little red asterisks off to the side. And so for your lab, last name is going to be core. First name will be your first and last name. And then obviously select gender and a birth date. I'm just going to click random birth date here. And once you're done, we're going to go down to the bottom, middle, and click save. And so now we have saved this patient into the software. At this point, off to the side, you'll still see new and existing, so you could change patients or add a new one if you'd like. You'll also see the current patient information that you have selected. So as long as this matches the patient you have created, you're good to go. And so then we'll have options here to collect, review, or report. And so before we click on those options, though, I want to look at the bottom here. There's three other options. On the very bottom left, you'll see this user guide. It opens a PDF document that is everything you would ever want to know and then some about this software. And so you probably won't use that a whole lot, but if you need some help in the meantime, you can use this user guide. The option in the middle, it says options when you hover over it. And so when we click on that, it provides a whole lot of options across the top. Some things just to note, we've got general options, protocols, and colors. These are all preset. You shouldn't have to make any changes to any of these pages really, but this is just kind of the system settings for how we have vHIT set up in the software. What's interesting about the software is you could also run some VNG types of protocols like ocular motors or positionals. You could even run calorics or other types of nystagmus, and it gives you options for some interpretation, but for the most part we're going to be using the head impulse testing, and that is listed in our protocols. There's also information at the top here about our facility information, what information is included in a report, and just general system settings. Again, you shouldn't really be changing any of this, but just so that you know where to find this information. So from this point, we're going to hop back over to the patient here. So right now I've got me and last name core for the class. And so we're going to go to collect. Now on the collect screen, what we're going to see here, I'm actually going to click off of that. We've got an icon here on the bottom left that has the goggles. So right now the goggles are not plugged in, so I'm going to plug them in and activate the goggles as being connected to the system. While it's working on that, over here above that you're going to see head impulse, and you're going to see lateral, LARP, and RALP. Once we connect the goggles by clicking it, it recognizes that the goggles are plugged in on one of the side USB ports. Now everything populates here, and so we can choose which one we want. We can choose lateral, we can choose LARP, or we can choose RALP. And so in the next few videos that you're going to watch, we're going to break down each one of these and talk about how to calibrate for each of these. Your first lab assignment will be your lateral vHIT tests. And so just so you can see over here, it's kind of hard to tell at this moment, but right here in the top, you're going to see the eyeball for the goggles, and then here in the bottom, you can make adjustments to the pupil and things like that. But we'll get to that in our next video.